We're making a blender pie crust today, and I'm using, for a blender, have a dough cutting wheel. It's made for pie crust and doughs and kneading bread, and it's more rounded and sharp, so it'll treat the dough a little more gentle. So that's that one. What you do is you have 2/3, we have 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour with a 1.5 teaspoons of sugar, a teaspoon of salt. And I mix that all in here very well, so that's all mixed. So that goes into your blender. Pre-mixed. Now what you add is a stick of butter, or 8 tablespoons, preferably in the freezer. And this is it's not frozen, but it's pretty hard and nice and cold. And I'm cutting it into little wedges and pieces so that it'll mix with the flour. And I also have in 4 tablespoons, or a half a stick, if you buy it that way, of shortening. So it's a stick of butter and a half a stick of shortening, or 8 tablespoons and 4 tablespoons, and just cut it into little pieces. And that goes into your flour. And then what you need to have standing by is 2/3 of a cup of cold water. I have ice in it here, and it's up to 2/3. A little bit higher because of the ice, but I won't dump it all in. You do it by eye anyway. Get a cover on here. Now, some people pulse it, keep an eye on it. You can do that. I'm just going to let it run. I'm going to check it. A lot of times the flour will stick to the sides. It won't get in there. You want to make sure that all your butter and your shortening is broken up into little pieces like a pea. See how that's still a big piece of butter? That's not ready yet. So I'll mix this to get around. Get it back in there. Looking like it's all kinds of pea size now. Let me give you a close-up of what it looks like. See, it's all small. So I'm going to get the flour off the edges one more time. And it's all broken up into pea-sized pieces of shortening and butter. So now we add the water, so let's get it going. You only add enough water so that it forms a ball, and the ball goes around inside the blender bucket. So we add a little bit of water slowly. Get it off the edges. Blender seems to be a little bit large for this amount of flour. Maybe a smaller one would be easier. there it is. A ball of dough. And what I'm going to do is just wrap it in plastic and put it right in the refrigerator until I'm ready to use it. Keep it cold. You don't want it to warm up on your hands. And if I were to do it now, I would just dust the countertop and roll it out because it's ready to go. So thank you for watching. Hope that helped you. Please subscribe to my channel. It helps me and also allows you to see my varied content.